If you wanna bump it with a trumpet. Hello and welcome to another Confessions Room 3428. I'm Josh. It must be Saturday, and I'm a ginge. Dyed my hair red, cut it all off, and I don't have any sideburns right now because it needs to all fit under a wig. Because this little item is for a costume that I'm making for a party that I'm throwing next weekend. It's my apartment warming 10-year coming out celebration show tunes party, and you have to dress as a character from a musical, and I'm dressing as the Broadway version of Edna Turnblad, because the Broadway version is better. I'm going to cover the questions that I haven't covered over the past couple weeks because I was focused on the retrospective and the challenge, which I hope you all enjoyed. So, I loved the reflection vlogs. I cried at every single one of them. And I've loved the challenge vlogs so far. Lizzie, Edward, not Lizzie, Lizzie did hers. Loved it. Love your parents. Lisa and Edward, don't worry, don't stress. Get it when you can, because we love you. Lizzie, the trait of yours that I'd like to have, I think, I'd have to go with organization as well, I think, but I also think that you're very analytical in every situation, just in every situation that I've sort of been in with you. And like, it's very quick analysis, like, these are the things, and it might go with the organization. This means this. Sometimes I try to jump to the conclusion faster and screw things up, which ties into something that I'm answering for Addie. But I would like to skydive. I would like to skydive. There's so many places in Texas to do it, and I want to do it. Biggest risk I've ever taken. I'm taking some big risks at work, but they're all paying off, and I can't really talk about them too much because it's work and the nature of the job that I do, but we all know this. So I think my biggest risk that I've ever taken really so far is my trip to New Zealand. It was a big risk for me as an artist and a student and as a person. It was really scary because it meant that I was going to learn a lot about myself, but it wasn't going to be easy, and I think I definitely came out on top. Rich. I would be rich. Money is way too stressful, and I would be rich because, honestly, with money I could probably figure out a way to make the other three things happen. And Addie's right. As long as I could have the rest of you still in my life, and maybe even move you all closer if I were rich. We could start Leaky Island. We were all rich. Andy, where would I go on a small vacation? I tend to go to San Antonio because it's right near home. My friends are there. I can relax. And there's a lot of theme parks and stuff in between here and there and in Texas. Also, just going home is always a nice vacation because I get to see some of my really good friends. Like this last weekend when I was shopping for stuff for the costume, was probably one of the most fun weekends I've had in a while. So definitely either Houston or San Antonio. Addie, Andy, goals. I plan to have a blast at LeakyCon. I plan to visit New Orleans sometime soon because my friend Eric is there. My sister's in Baton Rouge. I'd like to see my nephew again. I want to visit Phoenix and see my friend Eric, whose wedding I'm in. Eric Nelson, you know Eric. And keep in touch more in general. I have lots of goals right now, and they're all works in progress. So Addie, what book am I reading right now? I'm reading it's The Titan's Curse. This is actually from the box set of the paperback, the Percy Jackson series. This is the cover art for The Titan's Curse. I left it in the car. I'm really enjoying it. They're very short. They're very quick. It's kind of like if you put the structure of Lemony Snicket's into the sort of thematic world of Harry Potter and simplified it a bit. That's sort of what it is. They're quick reads. They're really enjoyable, and I've always really liked Greek mythology. I've always been very much into Greek mythology. So it's a good read, and I was able to buy the box set of the first three paperbacks for $2 more than I could get the hard copy of the second book. So I now have 2 copies of the first, but I'm totally okay with that. I obviously haven't stopped smoking, and I shouldn't be smoking in the new apartment. I gotta relight this because it went out. This is as far as my resolutions are going. Life is still really stressful, and like I said on the 3rd, if you've ever been a smoker, you know that the hardest time to quit is when life is sort of stressful. And my dental hygienist actually gave me a tip just to start cutting my packs in half and leaving them at home, and just smoke those 10, and then whittle that down and whittle that down. That's how her husband quit, and I think that would probably work for me. Plus, they're really expensive now. It's like $8 a pack for the cigarettes that I smoke now. So if I'm doing pack a day, that's nearly $70 every calendar week, and that's insane. Now that is insane. I'm going to reduce smoking this week. I can't afford $70 a week on... I'm literally burning money away. That's nonsense. But But as far as my other one, like keeping the rope untangled was the metaphor that I used. It's a lot about forethought and a lot about like being analytical minded. Like I wish I was more from Lizzie. But I'm it's a work in progress. There are areas where I'm taking more responsibility and I'm taking the time to go, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3, let's keep things open. But there's other areas where I'm falling significantly short. So I'm trying to harmonize all of that. It's proving really, really difficult. That's really all this week. I'm doing this unedited because I've got to get to San Antonio because I'm seeing a show tonight. Yeah, my next vlog next weekend will hopefully be a process vlog, which means it probably won't go up till late, of me getting ready for the party because, guys, it is epic. So this is like one of the major pieces that I was hoping to get for my costume, and I have it. Meet Edna Turnblad, ladies and gentlemen. Is this not one of the most amazing wigs you've ever seen? I'm not putting it on right now, but you can imagine. Hi, everybody. I'm Edna Turnblad. Yes, so I love you guys. I miss you guys. I wish you were here for my party because it's amazing. And yeah, I'll hopefully get footage up next week. I hope to get some footage of it, some process shots of getting prepared. But like I said, that means it'll go up late. So you might not see me until late Saturday evening. But yeah, I love you all. Mwah.